everyone. I wanted to show you a review, or more or less just a video that I like to play every once in a while, that I go back to a lot. And I played a lot on my Nintendo DS. This was my original Nintendo DS Lite that I got. It's very sentimental to me. As you can see, I have a case on it. So here's the game we're going to play. Mr. Driller Drill Spirits from Namco. It's actually a game that was created after the Dig Dug series. It was the original Mr. Driller Spirits, or Mr. Driller itself, I'm sorry, was supposed to be called Dig Dug 3. But, of course, they went with a different title. So anyway, let's take it out of the case that I keep it in here. I tend not to keep them in these cases and put them in these, just so that when I go somewhere real quick and I want to grab a bunch of games with me, I can just grab one of the cases. So, let's see here. Okay, so here we go. The idea of this game is to get as far down as you can and keep your air. There's all these little green air tanks that you have to get. Because if you go without air, then your character starts turning blue and he dies. Then you lose one of your lives. You also have to be careful of being squished by one of the blocks above you. See these brown blocks, the one I'm standing on right now? You can drill through them, but watch this. It takes 20% of your air, which really sucks. Because if you run out of air, you're screwed. So I try to avoid having to do that. And the thing about this particular character, because you can pick more than one character, is this is supposed to be Dig Dug's son. Or I'm sorry, oh, I can't remember the guy's name. Go figure. But anyway, it's the son of one of the characters from Dig Dug. And he only can jump over one block at a time. If you have to jump over more than one, you need different characters. These brown blocks here, if you have a colored block that is the size of about 4 of those that hit each other, then they'll disappear. So as you can see here, watch. It's just 3, so it won't. That pink one that was, that I was talking about, I'm sorry. Should have been more specific. And you'll see me passing some of these every once in a while. That's because if I know that it's just going to take me too long, or I'm just going to risk losing air in the meantime, or get squashed by a block, it's not worth going for. Because I know I'm going to run into some more later on. Or like that one, I would have had to drill into one of the brown blocks, which would have lost me more air. It's just completely not worth it. So now we've made it down. It measures in meters by like hundreds. So we've made it down 300 meters. We've gotten to the goal. As you can see, it shows you how far you've gotten. So it says that you got to your goal. He drills down as far as you've gotten. So if you only make it about halfway, he drills down halfway so you can see. I think that's kind of a nice gauge, especially when it starts to get harder. And it says, I got a driller badge. Yay for me. What I want to do is show you another version of it. There's actually a version on the DSi. Yes, this is my DSi case. I went to Disney World a few times last year, and the last time I was there in October, I got this case. You know, in Disney, everyone feels like a big kid. You can actually put some games in here, although I never put any there. I'm not such a big fan of that case. I always feel like kind of a big child when I have it on there, but I'm a fan of Toy Store. So anyway, here's a different version of Mr. Driller. This is on DSi Ware. That's what we'll do. And this one's called Mr. Driller Drill Till You Drop. And we'll just do a mission. And here is, see if I can show it to you. This one is actually the character that we saw in the last game of Mr. Driller Spirits. This is the kid's dad. This is the character from Dig Dug that I had mentioned to you. So anyway, you can choose different characters. This time we'll go to the puppy. Now the thing about using the different characters and they have different types of things they can do is the puppy can actually jump over 2 blocks instead of just 1, which comes in handy. So, for instance, I'll show it to you here. And every time they get an air capsule or air tank, they say lucky. I'm sure that's because of the culture that created the game, since it was created in Japan. And just to show you an example here, this is what it looks like when you start to lose air. He turns blue. Oh, such a painful death, isn't it? But what usually happens is, as long as you have another life, come back to life again, and they drop down some air canisters of the ones you might have missed. Not that you want to do that, but, you know, if it happens. So as you can see here, once you get some of the blocks to fall down and hit a light colors, then some of them will disappear. It actually helps you get to some more canisters, as long as you don't have more blocks falling on you. I mean, you definitely don't want any more blocks to fall on you, because if it does, it kills you right away. Now, this looks relatively easy, you know, but the more levels you go down, the harder it gets, the faster everything happens, and more threats of blocks getting you. Oh, man. See, the funny thing is when the block hits you, like a little angel comes up, you can see like its little life fading away. And then also on the other levels, you have like less chances to get air, or they're not as easy anyway. I usually try to make a little path for myself where I know that I have less chances of anything falling on me. Oh, man. Should have seen that one coming. This sucks. So anyway, but that's what I get when I actually wanted to show you what it looked like for a few of them to die down. So up here shows you how far you got down and stuff like that. You can retry, select different stages. So that's it. I hope you guys all liked it. If you like games like Tetris or Dr. Mario, things like that, you'll really, really like this game. Mr. Driller Till You Drop you can find on DSi Ware here on the DSi. And then if you just have a DS Lite or like having physical games, then Mr. Driller Drill Spirits. I'll let you get back to gaming or watching YouTube. And I'm actually going to sit down and probably play a little Mario today. And hook up some of the other systems that I got recently.